of storms is as well.
And we're also getting a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. A tornado possible is what the National Weather Service is saying for Adams County until 5:30. So I believe that was, is that the same storm we were watching here earlier, but is now more severe warned than it was tornado warned?
That may be the one.
Further to the north? Or?
Yeah, maybe just kind of the far northern fringe of that county.
Okay.
They're probably just to the south of Rome there.
Yeah.
So it's just a little sliver of the county that was tornadic before. So it makes sense that they're warning for that, for a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah.
That's in effect until 5:30. And this is a storm that's 7 miles northwest of Wisconsin Dells.
Right. And if you guys could bring me up on camera here real quick too. That severe thunderstorm warning that we are watching here also kind of showing a little bit of rotation. You kind of see that almost that hook echo, that what we call it there, and that's going to be something that we'll have to monitor, because if this does begin to close off, if we start to see evidence of debris, well, there we go. It looks like another tornado warning was posted, and that's kind of what I was referring to, but I'm not sure if it's actually for this cell or if it's actually the one back to the west. But either way, it looks like it's just exiting our viewing area. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's actually the cell that produced the tornado earlier near Tomah and Wyville, so that is now extending, and that is outside of our viewing area, north of Juneau and Adams counties there, up in the Wisconsin Rapids area. But
right, so we'll have to watch this one here south of Rome. That one looks a little concerning, but something that we'll have to monitor here for potential rotation as well.
Yeah, so just severe thunderstorm warnings east of Tomah into northern Juneau and Adams counties. Again, the greatest concern for our area right now is the tornado that's on the ground east of Mauston. Let me turn the lightning data off here, because sometimes that overwhelms the radar.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
yeah, that's definitely a tight circulation right in here. Where you see that, and it looks like just west of Newchester, basically.
Yeah, right.
And,
right in this area, you can literally see the inflow into the rotation there.
And Bill, I'm wondering if we can actually show the debris tracker or the correlation coefficient to kind of see if we are actually looking at maybe some debris being lofted into the air with that particular storm. Are we looking at this particular cell here?
Let's see.
Where was that storm at? I think it was
farther north.
Farther
right
north,
here,
yeah.
right there.
Okay, so it doesn't really look like we're seeing a whole lot of evidence of debris. I mean, what we're kind of looking for here is just inconsistency. So, right, we have a lot of reds here showing up. That indicates that we have a lot of meteorological elements. So we're seeing rain, we're seeing hail, we're seeing things like that, right? But, when we want to look for more bluish shades within the tornado debris signature, that's what we're kind of looking for. And right now, I don't think we really see a whole lot of that, but nonetheless, that doesn't mean that the tornado is not there. It doesn't mean that it's not on the ground, but it is something just to keep an eye on, at least for the Doppler radar perspective of things, too.
Yeah, and just a quick update. They just dropped the tornado warning for Juneau County, but that's basically because it's crossing the county line into Adams County. But as you can see on the relative velocity, still a healthy signature in terms of rotation there.
Very strong winds there, too.
Yeah, right along the county line there.
Yeah, that's a very tight circulation that's closing in on that location. So,
and that's what I was speaking of earlier. You know, folks, if it's a weak EF0 or EF1 tornado versus 70-mile-an-hour straight-line winds, it can do similar damage. So it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter, unfortunately. It can be a concern no matter which one it is.
Right. And I kind of want to zoom out here a little bit to see if we can kind of get an update on some of the locations that might be impacted by this particular tornado as well. So we have a storm currently moving to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. And laptop's being just a little on the slow side for me, but nonetheless, we'll be able to make this work here pretty shortly. All right, 44, 45. Yeah, that's good enough, close enough, at least, because there's a little bit of lagging right now with the laptop. But we are looking at this particular system coming into these neighborhoods within the next several minutes. So Coloma at 5:33, Richford at 5:37, Dakota at 5:40. Some of these locations will be impacted by very strong winds, very heavy rain, and, of course, a possible tornado as well moving in this location.
Yeah, again, I realize that we are into our 5 o'clock newscast, but again, with a confirmed tornado on the ground, we've had multiple confirmed tornadoes on the ground. Again, the one earlier near Toma and Wyville. In fact, you can see the signature right there, and then it finally weakened as it moved up towards Big Flats, north into Cedar and the Rome area. But still a very healthy signature of rotation here, and a possible tornado still on the ground that was confirmed to be on the ground in the Mauston area. Unfortunately, some damage reported in the Mauston area. So again, that is impacting kind of south central portions of Adams County, kind of the western side of the county there. So just to the west of New Chester. Again, Adams, you need to be in your safe spot along Highway 13. Conditions are probably not good at all there. So
no, absolutely, yeah. That's just some dangerous wind speeds that are coming in on that location right now. And again, it's not just the damages to things such as your property that that may be impacted. It's also things like you may lose some power here too. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the power outage numbers jump up, especially where these cluster of thunderstorms producing these very strong winds are currently located. So, if you are in New Chester, Adams, area south of Preston, you need to be taking shelter immediately, regardless if this is an actual tornado or not, because we do have some very, very strong winds. Cannot emphasize that enough. In fact, these colors here that you see to the south, these are basically maxed out colors for winds. So these are about as high as that the radar can detect, in other words, and it's just quickly moving towards the northeast at a very fast pace at the moment.
And they just extended the tornado warning as expected with how healthy that signature is into the rest of Adams County, kind of central Adams County, including New Chester, and that's in effect until 5:45. And the script on that will show a confirmed tornado still on the ground.
Moving northeast at 50.
Yeah, it's really moving 50 miles per hour. It's located over Adams or near Friendship, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And again, they're saying it's capable of producing a tornado, but literally at 5:01, so 4 minutes ago, there was still a confirmed tornado on the ground. And with a look at that signature there, I would say it's definitely still on the ground, or the winds are strong enough to that they would be just like a tornado. So this tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of east central Adams County, including the following locations: Brooks, also County Roads C and G, the Preston Cliffs area, Grand Marsh, Highway 21 and County G, a lot of county roads there. And some additional locations that you just brought up there.
Yeah, exactly. So Richford still expected around 534, Dakota 537. And this is really well off to the east of us right now, but just to kind of give you some idea on where this particular cell is heading. And again, very strong rotation. And I believe you said this was confirmed, right? This tornado?
Yeah, this is the one that was confirmed in the Mauston area.
Okay.
Again, the latest script, they are saying it's a possible tornado, but literally as recent as 5 minutes ago, it was a confirmed tornado. And with the looks of that signature there, I would definitely be concerned if I was in that area. Some good news coming down out of Richland Center. That cell seems to be moving out of Richland County and out of our viewing area over towards, kind of north of Baraboo, but still could clip southern portions of Juneau and Adams counties. So that's kind of the main concern in our viewing area right now is southern portions of Juneau and Adams counties. And you could bring us up full here, and then we'll kind of expand out to the rest of the radar, just to kind of give you the big picture here. And again, things are pretty quiet for most of our viewing area now, thankfully, as that squall line continues to move east and out of our viewing area. A couple of isolated cells, one over northwestern Richland County, another one just to the south and west of Prairie du Chien. Nothing severe with those. And the fact that the atmosphere has been worked over so much by this squall line, I wouldn't be overly concerned with those becoming severe, but we'll keep an eye on them for you, of course. And the tornado watch continues to be chopped away. My guess is La Crosse County will be the next kind of a line of counties there as everything continues to shift to the east. But technically, that tornado watch in play until 10 o'clock this evening as that squall line continues to move east across central and eastern parts of the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, and also this would probably be a good idea too to kind of let your friends and neighbors know. So if you guys can go ahead and bring me back up here just for a quick second. Basically, the squall line here that we were watching. If you have any travel plans eastbound, just hold off on that right now. If you have any friends or neighbors here across central Wisconsin, in fact, we can widen out the view here just a little bit. Again, if you have any neighbors, you have any good friends, family members in this squall line here approaching central Wisconsin, give them a heads up here as well, because these are all tornadic storms. And even though it's exiting our area, it'd be a good idea to kind of help spread the word here just a little bit too. And even in fact, what's this one down here? Is that another tornado warning? That's I know that's outside of the viewing area. But,
I was just going to mention that one east of Waterloo, west of Dubuque, so that could impact the Madison area, maybe the Dells, Devil's Lake area. So like you said, it's good to spread the word. Like I said earlier in our coverage, there's nothing that we hate hearing more as meteorologists than didn't know about it or had no idea that tornadoes were in the forecast, or I didn't get the warning. It makes our ears hurt. So we, 9 times out of 10, the watch is there, the warnings are there. You just need to make sure you have a way to get it. In fact, multiple ways. And our weather app, don't know where my phone is, but
I got mine up here.
I was going to say that the weather app is a great tool. It's local. It's updated by yours truly and Derek as well. It's a great way to get the warnings directly from the National Weather Service. So the same information that we're getting and passing along to you can get sent right to your mobile device. And it has not only the radar data that we're looking at, but also future radar data. And so, again, I highly recommend that. The National Weather Service is a good source. NOAA weather radios, and, of course, watching your TV screen as well. So.
Yeah, the good thing about this app is that, it really has everything. Like, I'm scrolling through it right now, Bill. There's a tornado watch, in effect until 10. We have the severe weather update videos that you have, and of course mine from this morning. So very good information there. And it looks like we have another severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible for Clayton and Fayette. Is that correct? Oh, that's Fayette in Iowa.
So that's the one that we were just looking at, just outside of our viewing area, south of Prairie du Chien. But we'll keep an eye on that because with its direction of movement, it may kind of creep right up the Wisconsin River Valley there, maybe impacting far southern Richland County, but for the most part, that should stay to our south. So some good news there. And it looks like this line is really filling in, so I'm hoping that the tornadic rotation over Adams County is lessening a little bit, but it's still pretty healthy. I mean, and that could be rain-wrapped for sure when you saw how hard it was raining. So don't wait until you see something if you're, say, in the New Chester area or Adams or farther to the east of that, Big Flats, just because you're not going to be able to see it as that moves in with so much rain falling at the same time. So still a pretty healthy signature there. And again, it's just about to exit east out of our viewing area, so we should be able to get at least part of our newscast on. Again, apologize for taking up a lot of your time this afternoon, but first things first, whenever severe weather threatens, especially when it's tornadic, that's what we do. We inform you, we keep you safe, and we definitely want to make sure that you guys are fully aware of what's happening, and especially when we have confirmed tornadoes on the ground like we did earlier near Toma and Wyville and Mauston as well. Hopefully that the damage will be minimal and not anything too significant. But
we will definitely be providing updates here on this developing situation throughout the night as far as damage confirmation and also power outages and just anything that we can get storm related. And plus you guys help at home too, so if there's any damage reports that you may find, definitely post it on our First Alert Weather Facebook page. That's a good way to stay in touch with us. I know I made a post here recently about posting any damage pictures, video, or if it's safe enough to grab some pictures or video of the thunderstorm itself, whether it's severe warned or tornado warned. So that's
a key point, though. Make sure you're safe when doing that. There's nothing I hate seeing more as well as people, hey, it's a tornado warning. I'm going to go outside and take a video.
You don't want to do that. No,
you don't want to do that.
Exactly. So. You got to be safe and play it safe, and it really helps us as meteorologists to kind of confirm what's happening on the ground.
Eyes on the ground, for sure. Right. So I think what we'll do, Derek, is we'll kind of wrap up our coverage here and get into our newscasts. And, of course, I'll still be here for the rest of the 5 o'clock and the 6 o'clock newscast to give you updates. Again, still a tornado likely on the ground in technically it's getting just outside our viewing area into Adams County there, but if you know anyone in that area or downstream farther east of there, make sure they are aware of that. That tornado warning for eastern Richland County is just about to expire, as it looks like the activity is now east into the Baraboo area, and then everything else is now east and out of our viewing area in terms of anything tornadic, so some good news there. But thanks to Derek Sibley, meteorologist Derek Sibley, probably a tired guy. He's been up probably since 2 or 3 o'clock
past 12 hours
this
now,
morning.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and we'll continue to keep an eye on things, but now I'm going to toss it over to Emily, who has some news for you.
All right, thanks, Bill.